Hi, I'm Melissa Marquet. I'm the founder of TKO, The Kindness Objective. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background of TKO and tell you a little bit about myself and what we're doing here. So I started this nonprofit. It was inspired by a friend who lost her 15-year-old daughter to suicide after being relentlessly bullied in school. They had moved to a new town, and the girls had their cliques, and they just would not let this girl in their circle. And they were on her cheer team. And about 6 months later, they invited her to a sleepover for the cheer team. So she went, and she was really glad to finally be making friends. And she had a great time. So Monday morning comes, and she goes to school, and everybody's laughing and calling her the whore and a slut, and she didn't know why. And then somebody showed them their Snapchat, and apparently when she fell asleep, these girls at this party took inappropriate pictures of her body and sent it to everyone in school on Snapchat, and she went home and she killed herself. So that was the initial reason why I started TKO. And I've seen the aftermath that my friend has gone through and what it's done to their family. And I have spoken to other families that have lost their kids in the same way, as young as 8 and 10 years old. And the schools continue to do nothing. There's no consequences. And you see these people, they put these little bullying slogan things on t-shirts, and that's real cute, but it doesn't do anything. You know, I was talking to a man the other day who lost his 10-year-old son last month. He committed suicide from being bullied also. And he said, you know, you're right. He said those shirts, like 9 out of 10 times, the bully himself or herself would be wearing one. And it was so true. And I'm like, well, what are we doing? We're not doing anything. We need change, right? So TKO, we have a different approach. And we're instilling empathy and kindness and fostering understanding of our differences by putting kids in real life scenarios, real life, activities that we do where they can help a person or people or animals. And while doing that, they're learning empathy, and they're also getting to see how good it feels to be good. When you think about the people that are tearing people down, they might, have this giant air of confidence about them, but most of the time they're very insecure. So by building confidence in these kids, we're also alleviating the cruelty aspect and the bullying aspect, because when you feel good about yourself, you don't want to tear other people down. But a lot of these kids don't even have an opportunity to do that. Maybe they don't have a great home life. And so they don't have the opportunity to learn anything that's going to make them feel good about themselves or do things that are going to make them feel good about themselves. So through these activities that we do, they're building self-confidence, they're learning empathy, they're learning kindness, while also helping people and animals in need. So it's just wonderful all around. So we do that. We also do workshops and seminars. We have events where kids can come and meet other kids that maybe they wouldn't normally meet from different socioeconomic backgrounds or, different ethnicities, so that we can foster community. And that's been fantastic, because a lot of these kids that are being bullied in school, they have their small little bubble that they live in, and they have their classroom, but outside of that, they might not have an opportunity to meet other kids. So this gives those kids an opportunity to meet other kids that they can relate to. Taking it a step further, I also know that there is such toxicity in the workplace. I just did a survey recently. 93% of 200 people who answered the survey have experienced abuse or harassment in the workplace. So TKO has the TKO Kids side, and then we have TKO Corporate, which is where we can assess the true health of your workplace culture and say, okay, this is what we found. It's not good. This is how we fix it. So we're helping people in workplaces. We're helping our communities. We're helping kids. I decided to do this. I was laid off recently, and I sat down with my 10-year-old son, who He's a good kid. I sat down with him and we talked about it. And together we made the decision that I was not going back to the corporate world. And I'm actually using my savings to get this off the ground, because that is how important this is to our world. And so I'm asking for your support. We are an established 501c3, so it is tax deductible, but we're asking for your support to help us keep moving forward and keep these initiatives active and help us grow further. And please share this with other people. But if you believe in the same mission that we believe in, then please give us your support. Your financial support will help us in more ways than you could ever possibly imagine.